I don't know if some of you know that I've had a brother of mine on February 13th of almost a year ago that passed away, and yes, I do miss him very, very much. I also understand the consequences of actions and that it takes place on somebody's body and the toll that it takes. I also understand that life is a decision. And some of you have family members that have problems. Some of you have family members or parents or whatever it is. They've been alcoholics, or you were abused as a child, you were sexually abused as a child. Whatever that might be, the bottom line is this, is that you can go ahead and develop a self-confidence where all those things can be turned into a benefit for your life. Once you make the decision that you start studying your mind and your subliminal mind, and you can start changing the information that goes into your head. I listen to thousands and thousands of hours of information. I'm cuckoo. I go ahead and I listen to stuff at night because I understand that if I got something coming in my ear that's good at night, I can actually pick it up while I'm sleeping. I listen to books on tape all the time. I don't listen to like novels, or I can't remember people's names, but I'm going to tell you something. If you want to change something, you got to change how you think. If you don't change how you think, you're never going to go ahead and solve the problems with the same level of thinking that you have. So the problems that you face in life cannot be solved at the same level of thinking that you were at when you created the problem. What does that mean? I heard that one time by a guy by the name Casey Comm. The problems that you face in life can't be solved at the same level of thinking that you're at when you created the problem. What? You have to read, listen, understand, to change your thoughts, and then change your paradigm shift based upon who you want to become and where you want to go. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be this person, or I'm going to be this person the rest of my life, bullshit. Because you got to start taking and putting the effort in to change how you think. And then you start acting differently, and then you start doing things differently, and then you start attracting different people in your life, then opportunities come your way, and then it's just like breathing. You don't even know you're doing it anymore. I write checks now for 100 grand, 150 grand, $25,000, just like this, because I'm confident in what I do. Well, if you would have told me that 5 years ago, I never could have done it. I couldn't even discipline myself without having to punch a clock. Right? But I'm nowhere near where I want to be, nor do I have the information in my head that I want to have. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Everybody has the ability to change. We were all created equal. What does that mean? We were all created equal with the right, God-given right to become unequal based upon the amount of effort that you put in. So let's say you were born and you were raised by somebody that you were abused by. Well, guess what? You're going to have a more difficult time, and you're going to have to read twice as much more, or 10 times as much more, or get away from that person. But you still have the opportunity to do whatever it is that you want to do. So you cannot be a victim in life anymore. You got to change. You got to grow. And guess what? You're going to screw up again, but you got to bounce back. And you're going to screw up, and you got to bounce back. You're going to screw up. You're going to bounce back. I quit chewing tobacco 2.5 years ago. Unbelievable. Never thought I could do it. I didn't think I could even fish without chewing tobacco. Right? You can do it. That's all I'm telling you. You can do it. But you got to figure out what works for you. For me, it's 7 hours of sleep. For me, it's going to the gym every day. For me, it's eating right. For me, whatever those things are, then I can make better decisions, and then I have the less of an opportunity to screw up whatever it is that I made good. And so if you're a self-sabotager like I have been my whole life, then you need to stay away from the certain things that you went ahead and did that caused you to self-sabotage. Right? You need to start doing more of the better things to create the habits, which create the results, which create the long-term success, which creates ultimately, it's like breathing again. And you don't even think about it because you're just doing it. And you work hard, and you go after it, and you dream, and you go, and you just continue to do the better habits, but it's going to take a lot of information and a lot of stuff that you're going to need to do in order to change. So if you're out there right now and you're having a problem, or you're depressed, or whatever it is, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have some times where things get stressful. You're going to have some times where things get tough, but continue to try to do more of the right things and understand yourself and what your science is. Look at yourself as a science project and read information about every subject, right? Read all the different religions. Read everything, but become knowledgeable about whatever it is that you are becoming in your own inner circle, and what you want to become and how you want to be and what you want to accomplish here on earth, because your time is limited. Have a great day. SellYourRides.com. Sell us your car. We not only buy your cars, we also stay motivated each and every day.